back to Thoughtful Thursdays. I appreciate you taking the time out and tuning in again today. As we know from our last segment, there are so many fun things to do during the holiday season. And although there are a lot of fun things to do, for some of us, we go through some trying times during the holiday season as well. What we're going to focus in on this segment is how to process grief during the holiday season. As I've spent more and more time out in the field, I've gotten the honor of being able to listen to a lot of our coworkers' stories about how they've gone through different grieving processes. And it is definitely a challenge, particularly when the holidays come around. In my own experience with the deep amount of grief, I can remember when my father passed away. He passed away a few weeks before Thanksgiving. And my family thought maybe I wouldn't want to have Thanksgiving that year. Well, it was a holiday that we all always got together and had a great time. And my father was a great cook, really enjoyed the process and the togetherness that we all shared during Thanksgiving. So I don't know what got into me, but I was adamant about us making sure that we still maintain doing Thanksgiving, because I wanted to maintain his spirit. A transition that we go through when dealing with the grieving process is coping. Coping is not one size fits all. You have an array of emotions: sadness, anger, frustration, even happiness. And it's okay to have all of those emotions. I'd actually recommend that you embrace each one of those emotions. It helps you to deal with what is actually going on in the moment. And when you want to get to that point where you're like, all right, I want to feel a little bit more uplifted or have a little bit more positive trajectory, start thinking about all of the positive experiences that you shared with the person that you're grieving about. A significant takeaway about this process is to remember that grief does not have a timeline. You will find there are going to be times you're going to be depressed. There are going to be times that you're really happy and maybe even really jovial about remembering some experiences that were very funny. Allow the amount of time that it takes. There is no time limit when it comes to grief, but it can be a very enjoyable experience if you remember the good times. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again today. I really want to encourage you to take the time out to like, subscribe, but also comment on any of the content that you may have feedback for, maybe some questions. We just love to interact with you as much as possible. Have a good rest of the day. I'll see you soon.